Valentine's Day meals. So, oh, Facebook, you're there. Hey guys. So I am going to do 2 recipes from the current meal plan, which is the February 7th meal plan. God, how is it already so late into February? These are Valentine's Day recipes, and since these are legitimately the recipes that my husband and I are going to be eating for our sort of special Valentine's Day romantic, whatever. I've been married a really long time. Scott's going to be in the kitchen helping me. Hopefully we'll still be married and I won't kill him. I don't think we've cooked together in a really long time, so this is going to be fun. And the pugs are at my feet. So anyway, I'm going to be making this week's vegan French onion soup because that's my fave and that's what I really want for Valentine's Day, and so we're doing it. And the other thing we're doing is the Beet Falafels, which is what Scott wanted. So, you know, teamwork, collaboration, that's how we got to those 2 meals. They're both on the meal plan, getmealplans.com, which reminds me, it's $5 February, which means you can start your membership this month for only $5. That's 4 weeks, 50 recipes, 28 days of support, $5, guys. Do not miss this deal. Okay. So Facebook, you're down. Instagram, you're with me. And there's going to be so many hacks. And you guys get to watch me boss Scott around, so that's going to be fun. So the first thing I need to do is my first hack, which is I don't have any instant oats on hand. So you can make instant oats from rolled oats. Really easy. So, and of course my mini personal assistant is here and ready to help. What? Okay. I got it. We're all good. Okay. Scott is like constantly afraid I'm going to kill myself in the kitchen with sharp objects. To be fair, in his defense, I did go to the hospital after losing a knife fight to a bell pepper, so. Couple more times. And see, there you go. It's like legitimately the same consistency of instant oats, and I don't have to buy 2 things at the store. So I'm going to chop it just a little bit more because now that I've shaken it about, I see that it's not as minced up as I would like. Ah, there we go. Like, seriously, this is exactly what it looks like in the instant oats container. So can you give me like a little bowl? Yep. So I'm actually saving this for when I make the beet falafels. This needed to be dry before I made it wet. So, cool, thanks. Alrighty. Put that back. So the first thing we're going to make is our beet falafels. So I'm bringing out all the big guys today. All the big guns are coming. Oh, my big food processor's out. I feel like all my... Oh, and the oven's ready, so thanks, oven. No, I'm not using that.
No.
No.
Okay. Should I put it away?
What?
Should I put it away?
No, it's going to be used. It's just not being used right now. So for beets, I already drained and rinsed mine. I don't know where the box went. Did you throw it out?
Yes.
Oh, Scott threw it out. Oh, Instagram's down. So I just bought a box of roasted beets, you know, the ones from Trader Joe's. So, you know me, always cheating, always taking the easy way out. Oh, this recipe calls for garlic, but I didn't feel like peeling it, so we're just going to omit it. I totally am not following my own directions. Okay, I need my onion. I had leftover onion that I wanted to use, so the first part of this is, can you get like a garbage bowl for me to put all this in? Or actually, I can just use this beet bowl to chop up my onion. Okay. And I need the beans. We also drained our beans ahead of time. The recipe calls for chickpeas, but Scott can't have chickpeas, so we're using white beans, which I think is in the individual version anyway. So there's that. Can you give me like a hand wipe? All right. pretty this is. It's so pretty. It's going to be such a pretty red color. Although when you bake, you know, it all goes to poop. Nothing ever stays that pretty red color. It's such a bummer. Nutritional yeast. Let's see, what else do I need? How much, do you want a lot of cumin taste in it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, because there's you can add, I'll add it here. There we go. But we'll really Scott really likes cumin, which is why I asked. Why not? We'll go all in. And I like coriander, so we'll do that a little heavy too. Let's see. Alrighty. Scott's going to have the fun job of shaping these into burgers. Alright, now my oats that I made from earlier. Yummy. So one of the secret to bean burgers is to refrigerate your sort of dough for like 20 minutes. It really kind of helps it firm and not fall apart. So I think we're going to do that now. Yeah. So you'll get to make patties with that. You have to make the patties first. Like the little, you know, the little like falafels.
Sheet,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Here, it might be easier to put it into this. But yeah, you know, make the little falafel balls.
You mean put the balls into the bowl?
No, I'm saying put the dough in the bowl because it'll be easier so you don't cut your finger on the on the blade. Oh, here's a thing you can use. If it's still too wet because I added an extra beet than the recipe called for, here's some oats for you. Okay, so this is heavy. Okay, where are we? So Scott's off handling that for me. I'm going to start chopping for my French onion soup. Where's my knife? The worst part of this soup, it's so easy to make. The worst part of it is all the onion chopping. But it's slices, not diced, so it's not too bad.
It sounds like a infomercial with slices and dices.
Yeah, it does a little bit. The first time when I was writing this recipe for the meal plan, I got these giant these giant sweet onions in my imperfect produce box, and it was great because I just had like 2 giant ones, and I only had to cut those instead of 3. But the ones at the store aren't that big, which is why it was in my imperfect box. Okay. I'll just put these in here. I love this. I feel very French doing French onion soup in my French pot here. Anytime I can use this thing, I'm happy because it's so pretty. What was that, like a Christmas present for me like 2 years ago, I think?
Yeah.
2-3 years ago?
Yeah,
I'd wanted one forever. They're so expensive, and then I finally got one for Christmas. I was very excited. They used it pretty well.
Yeah.
Especially with like soups and things like that. I probably would have used it more before I was vegan. Let's see. Okay. Can you guys still see? You can still see? Everybody can still see. Cool. Can you see the dog? Well, there's one dog. Let's see. Can you see the other one? Oh, Mateus is hiding. We did take the cone of shame off him so he wouldn't be shamed on the internet, but he doesn't seem to want to be present. Oh, there you are. You want to say hi? No? Night. He just wants me to drop food. Hi, buddy. I'm not being super worried about my uniform with my onions because they cook for so long that it really doesn't matter. It's a long cook, the onion soup, so if your slices are a little different, it's going to work out in the end. What, babe?
It gets very tender.
Yeah, they get so tender by the end. Let's see. Oh, man, I still have one more onion after this? I'll tell you.
3 onions.
3 onions, man. Oh. But it's so good. It's so worth it. And this is the worst part, because after this, it's just simmering. Come on. Like, the skin doesn't even want to come off. You will be eaten. Oh my God, I didn't tell you. I had this. I was, our last day in Colorado. We were just in Colorado. I went to purchase something, and one of our credit cards says Happy Herbivore on it. And the cashier was like, I'm a happy omnivore. And I was just, yeah, exactly. I was like, why do people always need, like, why are they defensive? Why do they need to tell me this? Like, I was just like, I don't walk around and say, like, I'm a vegan. Hey, guess what? It was just such a weird thing to do. It was like she was on the defensive, and I was just like, I'm just trying to buy Advil because I hurt myself. Like, you know, my body was really sore from snowboarding. I just want Advil. Anyway. Oh my God, I still have another onion.
So I will just say that, like, you should expect.
Those are the biggest falafels, baby, and they're very lumpy, but I love them anyway.
Well, but the way they normally make falafel is they take like a little like scoop, and then they dump that scoop into the fryer, and so it's like fried dough. Whereas we're baking dough here, and I don't have a scoop, so.
Oh my God! Oh! I don't have any more onions. I did them all.
Yeah.
I thought I had one more.
They're good. They're not that big, I promise.
What? The falafels?
Yeah. They're
oh, Instagram! This little sticky thing is not being my friend today.
Well, it's probably because of the case.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. So here's all my onions. Like, it's a ton of onions, but I swear it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. All right. So let me get all my onion scraps out of the way here. Okay, where are we?
So if you guys are just joining us, this is the February 7th meal plan. We're making the beet falafels and the French onion soup from the meal plan.
In case you can't hear him, we are cooking our Valentine's Day meals together from the there's you guys just have to look at me in different ways. We are making our Valentine's meal together from the February 7th meal plan. I'm making the vegan French onion soup, which was my choice. I quit on that Instagram. And the beet falafels, which is Scott's choice. Okay. We're back. Yeah, that's what's happening. So, cool. Party on. So while that starts to get going.
This goes in the fridge, right?
Yeah, just like refrigerate that for a little bit. So while that's going, I can work on all my other stuff. Yay! So now I need to make our cheese for the French onion soup. And this is the Tofu Mozzarella, which comes on the meal plans with some regularity because it's so beloved and so popular. And if you can't have tofu, which I get, some people can't, you can totally use chickpeas. Lots of our members do. It's no problem. Can you rinse out that basin and bring it back to me?
When you say basin?
For the food processor. Because I need that now. Yeah, I meant to tell you to rinse that earlier.
Would you like me to dry it?
No, I just need it to be rinsed out. I guess I'll make that. I always buy pre-peeled garlic. I'm so sorry I didn't this week. Okay.
Just let me do it.
Where's the blade?
That's why I said let me do it.
Cool. tofu I already pre-rinsed. And like I said, if there's a chickpea option if you're soy-free on the meal plan. Because we always provide soy-free and gluten-free options. So there's that. This recipe uses tahini, which this tahini from Trader Joe's is the best I've come across. But Scott doesn't like tahini, so I'm just going to use some also from Trader Joe's eggplant hummus, which is the slimming option instead anyway. And I need this hummus to make the kale salad that goes with the soup for Valentine's Day anyway, which is also on the meal plan, the simple kale salad. It's awesome. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh, nutritional yeast. Oh, can you line that sheet with stuff? Yummy. All right. I think I can set hummus up. Oh! No, you aren't going to be any better at getting this to stick up, I promise. Yummy. I'm just gonna, whatever. That's just gonna have to be the angle. I quit. So this is basically what you'll do is you'll like it's like drop biscuits, like
okay.
eight of them.
Okay.
Just do like drop biscuits on there, and then you can put it in the oven, and set a timer for 20 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, so now that's going. So many things at once. And so just to kind of summarize where we are at so far, the beet falafels, the falafel part has been made, and they're in the fridge chilling, and then they're going to be baked. And right now we're working on the French onion soup. I'm waiting for my onions to saute. Scott's putting the little mozzarella cheeses on a cookie sheet over there. I don't know if you can see it. And then we're going to bake them. And we're just going to wait for these things. They take a little while to cook. But in the meantime, I am going to make the lemon tahini spread that goes with the beet falafels. And to do that, I need to make my own mayonnaise because I don't buy the store-bought mayonnaise. It's too high in fat for my liking. And I don't know, I just don't think they taste very good. So I make my own mayo, which I will show you guys really, it's like 1 minute. It's so fast. So here's, get the last of that dust out from the oats. So what I need is a box of tofu. So I guess you guys are getting 3 recipes in one shot today. So, box of tofu, 2 tablespoons of Dijon. Oh, you could do 3 too. It's really a personal taste. Vinegar, like 1 or 2 teaspoons, or again to taste. Some lemon. Some people do just, some of our members, their hack is to do just the tofu with 1 lemon as a quick mayo. I'm not a huge fan of it that way, but it could certainly work in a pinch and if you don't have Dijon or vinegar around. Perfect. It's so, oh, I love this mayo. I make it almost every week. It's so good. I mean, look, it just literally, look. It just literally looks like mayo. See, like it's the perfect consistency. Like, check it out, Instagram. See, it's just like the perfect, like, it just, oh, so yum. So good.
I love all the comments from Eileen here. She already made the French onion soup. She suggests we shape them into hearts. I love all that.
Oh, shape it into the heart. That's such a good idea. We should have made heart-shaped ones. Why didn't we think of that? Why? Eileen, did you take a picture? Send it to me. I want to see. Oh, why did I think of that? Oh, okay. I'm going to cry for myself later. All right, so back to the tahini spread. So I need a little thing. So normally you guys know I take like a mason jar and I shake, but this isn't a shaky spread. It's not a dressing, it's a spread, so I'm just going to make it in this little guy here. So I need juice from half of my lemon, which, convenient. Ooh, it's a big lemon. It's a big lemon. You want to give that a stir for me?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a big lemon. Oh! I feel like a wimp. This lemon is getting to me. I'm going to cut it. I don't want to miss any lemon juice, so, okay. That one. Oh, okay, that was a hand workout. So there's my lemon juice. Look, I squeezed it myself. I'm very proud of this. And I need some mayonnaise that I just made. I'm going to be sanitary and use a spoon. And this recipe also, or this sauce also uses tahini, but since my husband doesn't like it so much, I'm just going to use the hummus again. It's so much better with the tahini, so make it with the tahini unless you live with. And let's see. I mean, it's good with the hummus too, which is what the slimming option is if you're trying to lose weight, since it's less fat, but it is quite delicious. And I once made this. I didn't have mayonnaise, or maybe somebody was coming over that was soy-free. I don't remember, but I used like the coconut milk or the coconut cream, and that was real good. It was really, really good. But that was like for a beet burger. So, but you know, beef falafel, beet burger, kind of the same thing. And I need a little bit of ginger. And you know, I think this would also be really. Am I using ginger? Yeah, I wasn't sure there. Oh, that's a little too much there. That's a little too much. A little too much. Went a little crazy there. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. What was I just saying? Do you remember what I was saying? Were you paying attention? I don't remember either. I did too. So we're just going to mix this around. And we have our spread. Hi, Tay. Oh, I know what I was about to say. Lemon zest. Oh, sorry, Facebook. Lemon zest would have actually made this spread really. If you want a really lemony flavored spread, you could add some lemon zest, which I might do. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do a little extra lemon?
Is it?
I mean, it's really good, but it's not lemony.
Yeah, you could zest it.
Zest a little bit?
Yeah.
Do some impromptu additions on the fly here. Did you? Oh, you did stir my. Ideally, you want to zest before you cut apart a lemon because it's really hard to zest once you've already cut it. But as long as you don't cheese grate your fingers. What do you have? Oh.
The pugs wanted to make an appearance because we're almost done, so they wanted to come say hi. It's kind of hard to see Lily being against me. There we go.
Tay-Tay.
With Quaid on the.
He's such a grumpy old man.
In the background. Well, I'm pointing at the Quaid in the painting right there. So.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Hug, say hi. Look, they're there too. Look, see.
See, there you go.
There we go. Good times, good parties. Alrighty. So our sauce is now made. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh, the lemon was such a good idea. Self high five. I don't think Facebook saw me do that, so that's cool. That's the video that lives on forever. Let's see. Oh, here, you can put this away for me too, please. Oh, and put this in the blue mason jar.
Okay.
So, oh, come back, Facebook. So we're pretty much done. We still need to bake the falafels, so we're just going to take the tray. Oh, Scott, do you mind bringing the falafels over to show everybody? They need to chill a little bit longer, but they're going to go in when the tofu mozz comes out, which, let me just take a peek on that.
I know it looks kind of like ground beef, but...
It does, but it's really a pretty pink color.
It's
a really pretty pink color.
Beets, oats, and...
So we got to bake those guys whenever the alarm goes off. And, oh, back to my soup. I almost forgot. I guess I'll... Let's see. Go back to the soup. So right now the soup is... Let me just move all this out of the way. I don't need it. So right now the soup, oh, I guess I can pick everybody up. Instagram, you're coming for a ride. So, let me move this out of the way. So right now there's the onions. They're just sort of cooking along. I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients here. Some balsamic. I'm actually using liquid aminos instead of soy sauce. I mean, this is like a soy sauce, but I think this tastes very beefy. It just tastes like beef to me, and soy sauce and tamari doesn't as much, and so I'm using this since this is traditionally a beef broth. I just think this adds a little extra flavor. But soy sauce or tamari or coconut aminos is fine too. More onion. And you guys know me, I never measure, and I always end up adding way more because I'm just very heavy-handed as a cook. And I'm being very intuitive, which is sort of what the French would do. There's that. Let me see. Onion, garlic, ginger. Oh, sorry about that, Facebook. And I find ginger is also really sort of like a secret ingredient. I'm adding some vegan Worcestershire sauce. This is an optional ingredient, but I like it in this recipe a whole lot. And I think I need a bay leaf. Well, let's add 2 for good measure. And I'll add my salt and pepper in a little bit. So all I have to do now is mix this around. Get my onions really nice and brown. So you can see they're really starting to get brown. Instagram, I'll pick you up. So you can see my mushroom or my onions are starting to get much darker in color. And so what I'll do with this now is I'll add the rest, once they're really, really, really brown, I'll add the rest of my broth, and then I'll just let it simmer as long as I can. The minimum, I think, what did I say in the recipe, is at least like 15 or 20 minutes, but if you can let this go for an hour, and because I need to do laundry and do some other stuff, I probably will get to the full hour, it will taste even better. Like, this is one of those things that the longer you can let it just kind of like hang and do its thing, the better. So while, I finish laundry and stuff like that, I'm just going to let it simmer. But you can see now it's really starting to get that beautiful brown color that we know for French onion soup. If you've ever had it before you were vegan, it's a really dark brown color. And so you can see here just how beautiful and brown these onions are getting. And they're really starting to caramelize and sort of get that richness that you know from French onion soup. So really beautiful. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. After I developed this recipe, I made it like 4 times. Scott finally was like, can you please stop making that soup? Even though it is really good. The only other part of it is there's bread croutons. And so before we serve it, we will just toast our bread and cut it up in cubes and add it. And then the tofu mozz. Alexa, how many minutes are left?
You have 12 minutes left.
Oh, 12 minutes. That's a long time. But I can show you sort of what... The tofu mozz isn't done yet, but this is sort of like halfway through what they look like. Look out, Tay-Tay. But you can see they're making like nice little cheese balls. Oh, like Instagram. Oh, you're so hard sometimes. So, and these will actually be firm. Like, actually, can you fix that? Mm-hmm. These will actually be like firm little cheese. They're like, not hard, but they're solid. They're not like loopy or goopy or something. And you can just put right on top of the soup. So this video is mostly kind of like halfway there, but thank you for joining us. Thank you for my husband for helping out, and the pugs who were just, I guess, kind of cute. That was like what they did. But have a beautiful weekend. Just a reminder, it's $5 February. We're